Waking up to green, ain't no better feeling than that. Population got your bankroll fat. Went from digging in the crates to looking up the stats. Now bookies crashing now when the Degens stat. Degens united as one. Degens united as one. Degens united as one. Degens united to all rob the bookies. I'm a Degen, you a Degen, we some Degen. You a Degen, I'm a Degen, we some Degen, and we should be friends. You a Degen, I'm a Degen, you a Degen, we some Degen. You a Degen, I'm a Degen, we some Degen, and we should be friends.
Monday morning, bright and early, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready for some more W's.
Always the best. Always the best Monday mornings. What up, Degens? Pretty solid weekend, man. Saw you kill the NFL tackles. It's nice.
Oh yeah, that's been nice
As always.
this season. It has been. It has been very, 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 very fun. And look at those green things on your screen, looking real nice too.
It's on a NBA Sunday, which is the weirdest day. I feel like I don't know what it is, man, but it's never like what it should be, or it's not normal. But somehow we made it out on top on a Sunday. Got Nurk under his ult in his regular line. Bad Klingen didn't play. He fouled out, man. He had 4 offensive fouls. But he still got his dunks and his 9.5 points. He would have crushed his line if he played normal minutes. Yeah, Pat Spencer keeps balling, man. He's balling. He's main talk around here in these parts of the Bay Area. It's hilarious. Never thought that day would come, but we're here. Yeah, main miss was Khan hooking his points, and then AJ Mitchell doing nothing. That was about it. Everything else hit yesterday. It was a good day. Good Sunday. And Sion James keeps staying under his points, even with guys like Melo and Sexton out. His line was 7.5 points, finished with 7. I'm telling you, this guy's an underwagon, man. But let's get into this day. We're gonna go game by game. There's only 3 games today. Right?
Okay.
But I want to get into this play right here, which is interesting. So we got a tackle prop you're interested in, right? Dean. It's on Flip. We did, but
I like
it's on
him.
Underdog.
I like him. It's not a lock, but I like it.
It's not the best value on Underdog relative to what Flip has him at -130 right now, but it's a square. I wonder if we ult him. They won't let us ult him down. But I have Jaden up here. In the books, he's at 23.5 PRA. I don't know what Underdog is doing. Yeah, it's a multiplier, 0.87 for the 20.5. But all the books have him at FanDuel 23.5, pretty much even money line.
Wow.
Other books have him at 22.5, but Juice coming in on the over. But yeah, FanDuel 23.5, Sportsbet 23.5.
That's weird.
But these are the games where Ant-Man doesn't play, and he's cleared the 23.5 line all 4 games. You take it to 20.5. He goes way over that. That's the whole thing. Is like you're rolling the dice and hoping that Ant sits. The last report I read said he's sick. Both him and Terrence Shannon. So maybe they're hanging out in the same club. I don't know. But they're both sick. He woke up feeling sick. And he was not spotted at morning shoot-around. And there's a bug circling the team. And that makes sense, right? Because Terrence Shannon popped up on the injury report with the same illness. I mean, I take this that he's not playing, man. But it's Ant-Man. I'm sure he makes his own call whether he wants to play or not. And if he's feeling better by the end of the day, maybe even though he doesn't go through shoot-around, he still plays. The Bookie Bully is Major Play said the Bookie Bully is here. Let's go. What's up, Major? What's up, man? What do you guys think? I mean, I think it could roll the dice. Obviously, I want to go big unit since you are gambling on essentially Ant-Man sitting. But I just noticed that at least this season, Jaden McDaniels takes the biggest boost, man. We can go ahead and his fantasy takes a big boost as well, but he only cleared in 3 of the 4 games at 29.5 on PrizePicks. 3 of the 4. Let's look at the games. Against Denver, 25 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 blocks. So he finished with 40 fantasy. Against the Lakers, 30 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 40 fantasy. And then in Charlotte, he got the PRA at 14 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 24 PRA, but he did not get the fantasy at 24.8. And then against Brooklyn, 22 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 37 fantasy. So he either crushes that fantasy line or he goes under it, but he does get the PRA. Suns average matchup though, but he did play the Suns this season. Anthony Edwards did play in that game. And he had 33 fantasy, 20 PRA, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals. But I'm pretty sure Devin Booker played this game, and he always has to guard Devin Booker, so he spends most of his time on defense against D-Book. Yeah, Devin Booker played. And Devin Booker didn't do anything because McDaniels has his number, man. He definitely shadows him. So probably used a lot of his effort on defense. And you can see that he had 4 steals in that game. Softer matchup today without D-Book and potentially without the villain, who is questionable too. So he could focus more on offense, especially if Ant is out. His scoring picks up, which we saw based on data, right? Ant had 41 points in that game. I'm liking the risk here, man. At that value, 20.5. I think it was 0.89x a minute ago. So they adjusted the value, the multiplier on that. But it's weird. It's like they kept his points the same, right? 15.5 everywhere. But they didn't adjust his PRA. Is his PRA still 22.5 on PrizePicks? Yes, see, it's still 22.5. 29.5 fantasy. Yeah, 29.5 fantasy. What's his fantasy? Do they have a line for him? Yeah, they don't even have a line for him. Okay. So that's my first initial lean, just based on value, what I found so far. But again, it all hinges on Ant-Man being out. Although the last 3 games, Ant-Man's been kind of just chilling anyway, right? Or last 2 at least. 15, 11. And it's been Julius last 2 games, and it's been Jaden too, right? Yeah, Jaden had 27 against the Clippers last game. So Ant's been taking a back seat. So it's not dead in the water, even if Ant plays, but definitely doesn't feel as good. All right, let's start with these are all starting at different times, all 3 games, so that's nice. The Kings, Pacers, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern, normal lock. I can't stand betting on either of these teams, man. I mean, at least, like, the Kings are always scared because they can always get blown out, but Pacers are not it, so I'm hoping for not a blowout if you want overs here. But yeah, the Pacers really struggle near the rim with their scoring defense. They give up. What do they give up? Bottom 3 defense within 10 feet of the rim. Restricted area, bottom 10. They struggle against pick and roll man. Pacers, we know, second most free throw attempts allowed. They struggle against post up defense, so they're really just struggling overall against bigs near the basket. They don't give up many assists though. The style of defense that they play, a lot of teams just run ISO and just score on them with these. If you look at their last 3 games, you saw some big numbers from ISO scoring guys, man, or guys that just who have the ball in the hand and who can score. I think Jamal Murray had a big game. I think Spider had a big game. Yeah, Jamal Murray dropped 52 points, only 4 assists. So not playmaking. Like the primary ball handlers are not playmaking much; they're just scoring. Spider had 43, only 6 assists. But yeah, it's kind of hard. It's like Mobley didn't do much in that game. Jokic though. Yeah, so it's hard to say. Like, do they not score because of the guards going off? Or maybe it's how the defense is funneling. So I don't know. Yeah, Mobley only 13, Jokic 24. And then Vooch only 8 points. Kobe didn't miss scoring. He didn't do anything. Again, the assists not really there. I want to like Reina Maxim here, but I don't know, on paper it looks good, right? On 3 within 10 feet of the rim. .5 points. Bottom 3 in rebounding. I mean, PR makes sense here. I don't know. Minutes are trending up though. Keegan is questionable. Sort of shooting iron. Does he get shooter iron? And Schroeder is questionable too, so we need that news as well. He's been out, right? Last 5 games due to rate strain. Yeah, the last 5 games. So that'll matter. If he's in, I might consider Westbrook under assists, just based on what we're seeing from the Pacers. And check something. Trying to see if majority of his assists were going to Keegan or not, because if Keegan's out, takes away a spot up shooter to convert up the assists as well. It looks pretty spread out, at least in that game. Rockets to the third. Interesting. So Westbrook's mainly hooking up with Maxim, the rookie. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five of his assists, 5 of his 9 assists, over half. Going to Maxim. Yeah, I think Kings are wait and see on Keegan Murray status and Schroeder. I mean, Rose is not doing anything lately, but it's a good free throw spot for him. He's just not getting to the free throw line like he used to at all. Signals to me that it's lack of care. His assist could be an interesting under. I mean, he had 6 against the Heat, but that's a good matchup. Played 40 minutes. 4 against Grizzly. Three. I wish it was 4.5. I think it's a little bit risky at 3.5. Because I went back and looked at the last 5 games at least, and most of his assists are in transition off of like broken plays, a long rebound, or fast break. Yeah, any type of fast break. So he could just get lucky with 2 or 3 fast break plays, and then have like one set play where he gets another one. So probably stay away. I mean, Levine. I feel like Levine, in my opinion, Levine and DeRozan are pretty risky, man. They're volatile. Like Levine, every other game he goes off. I don't want to guess on which game that is, but I mean, if you just look at primary scores, at least over the last week, they've been just going crazy against the Pacers. So, could he have another big game? Sure, but I haven't, since the beginning of the season, I haven't seen him have a back-to-back, put together back-to-back solid games. It's been a yo-yo, man. I mean, Memphis was a great matchup for him. The way they give up the three ball, and everything gets funneled to outside shooting because of Edie. He still only had 19 points. Mark McDonald, do you have track offense? Yeah, I track the units after each day. Yeah, and I share it in the Discord too. Each day it's like at least 5 or 6 up 5 or 6 units each slate. It's been really good so far. I don't know, guys. Nothing on the Kings feels good. I mean, Maxim, just based on paper, looks good. But I'm just worried the trend we've seen over the last week. Bigs haven't been doing anything against the Pacers, and it's been the backcourt scoring. And then rebounding, I looked into it because I was like, okay, Pacers are giving up. I mean, they're bottom 3 in rebounding, right? They're dead last in allowing the most defensive rebounds. But then you go and look at the position, like they're giving it up mainly to the backcourt. Giving up the 4th most to point guards, 2nd most to shooting guards. So overall, it's all to the backcourt. If you look at the front court, power forward, and center, power forward outside the top 10, center it's in the top 10. It's mainly backcourt. I guess it's maybe the amount of threes they're putting up. I mean, that's what they usually do. It's jack threes. So there's long rebounds. That kind of makes sense. But if you look at the backcourt of the Kings, none of these guys feel good for rebounding. Levine, DeRozan, nope. And then the only one is Westbrook. But he's at such a high line, 6.5, and his rebounding's been all over the place. I mean, I would say if Keegan and Schroeder are out, I could maybe get down with it. I might alt it to 5.5 because he lands on 6 quite a bit lately. The Heat game is concerning though, man, because the Heat bleed rebounds like no other because they play the fastest pace. They definitely bleed rebounds to the backcourt. And he only had 1 rebound out of 6 rebound chances. That makes me a little concerned, man. You couldn't ask for a better rebound spot for him in that matchup. So I'm a little worried, hesitant on that, man. So I don't know. Kings are tough. Let me know if you guys got anything on the Kings. The Pacers, I mean, the Kings have been getting killed also inside the paint and inside with the front court. But Huff is going to be a stretch big. He's going to mainly shoot threes. But yeah, Kings have been dead last defense within 10 feet of the basket. Ware didn't have the best game. It was a weird game for him in that game, though. Spoelstra went off on him. There was something going on. But, I mean, I would say Ware's pretty similar to the shot type because he'll shoot threes. He'll shoot from outside a little bit like Huff. But he's a much better rim runner and can get dunked than Huff. Yeah, it's your traditional bigs. Steven Adams, 11 points. Mark Williams, 21. Edie, 32. It's like your traditional bigs are getting all their scoring near the rim. That are torching the Pacers right now, or the Kings. So that's guys like Isaiah Jackson, right? 100% of his points come near the rim, within 10 feet. And he's going to run with the second unit. Doesn't have to compete with usage with the starters. I usually play him when I do like him in a matchup. I'll play him at like 5.5. And you see, like this last 7 games, I mean, He's gotten that. You can consider his first half points if you're on sites like PrizePicks, but I like access to his third quarter because he will play a decent amount in the third quarter. But yeah, I think Kings are. Those are my team stats here. They're up there for dunks allowed too. With him though, it's just he's gotta get involved in limited time. He's gonna play like 16, 17 minutes. So like I liked him in the Bulls matchup, in both meetings, because the Bulls, same thing, they struggle near the rim, and their defense probably one of the worst. So. But Kings look like they're up there as well. But yeah, I mean, Huff, obviously the safer option here. He's going to play 25 minutes, but he's not going to shoot as much near the rim. 38% of his shots within 10 feet. Most of his stuff is catch and shoot, which the Kings are average against. 3-point defense. They're not allowing that many 3-point attempts. And they're actually decent against spot up shooting. So yeah, it's really just slashers, guys getting to the rim. That'd be guys like Matherin, right? Yeah, he's gonna shoot threes, but he will attack the basket 36%, and Siakam too, right? 50% of his shots within 10 feet. Siakam definitely are the main guys. Matherin, Nembhard, and him, and Siakam. I think Siakam on paper has the better matchup, especially in transition, free throws, and within 10 feet of the basket. But his line was 25.5. Okay, it came down. I was like, that's way too high, man. So some books have him at 23.5, one minus 130, and then other ones 24.5. But I mean, he's not getting there. I mean, he's been getting right at that line, 24. So 23.5 feels a lot better, man. You get down to 22.5. So he might be another all candidate if you price shop, depending on which you find. I would say like anywhere from 20.5 to 22.5 feels a lot better. The way, I mean, he's just finishing right there on the line. Like Bulls, similar style defense as the Kings. Attack him inside. Had a great game, 36 points. But game before that against the Bulls, 24. It seems like he's just going to live right around there. There's no major news for the Pacers either, right? No one's coming back. Same lineup. So Johnny Furphy has been doing nothing out there since returning. He's just a summer league hero, man, with those dunk highlights he had in summer league. The Australian legend. Yeah, this game feels like it's the best game for overs, just based on the defenses. Two bad defenses going head to head. And two like top 10 pace teams too. Pacers are running the 10th fastest pace, Kings 6th fastest pace, and both teams bottom 5 in defensive rating. So I mean, there's so many players that have big games here. It's just none of these guys are comfortable clicks, in my opinion. I mean, it would have to be Matherin or Siakam here for the primary scorers, and then the secondary guys, Huff and Isaiah Jackson, I feel like. McConnell, I don't mind his alt assist at 3.5 off the bench. It's a good pairing with Isaiah Jackson because they run the second unit together, and he will find him with those lob dunks, alley-oops. And the Kings, like I said, fourth most assists allowed overall. And nice thing is that 46% of TJ's assists are coming near the basket, near the rim, where the Kings are struggling. So feels pretty good. 3.5. I'm alting it from the 4.5 because you're already paying juice on the over 4.5, and his minutes are just not there, man. I mean, last 2 games, 17 and 14 minutes. I don't know what happened in the Cavs game. I don't know why he only played 6 minutes. I'm not sure if it was an injury or not. Because he only had 1 foul. But yeah, I feel better about the 3.5 due to the volatility of his minutes for sure. What's Huff's fantasy at? Because the problem is that he doesn't get rebounds. He has sometimes playmaking upside with the pick and roll, but he definitely gets blocks. That's the thing. That's why I want to look at his fantasy. I mean, look at these blocks right here. At least 3 or more in every game for like the last 10 games. So what's his fantasy line at? $26.5. So that puts him at like a little over fantasy point per minute. Just out of curiosity, what's his average fantasy point per minute this season? Since we have a little time with it being only 3 games, we can look into this stuff. Pacers. Let's go. Let's do it from since he's been starting. When did he move it to the starting position? Was that November 19th? Yeah, November 19th. Let's look from then. $1.22. So he's been playing like 25 minutes to be conservative. Sometimes he can get up to 28. But I think 25 is appropriate line. So that would be 30 fantasy on an average day, as long as he plays 25 minutes. Denver, he only played 17, so that makes sense. 13 fantasy. Toronto, 26.5. So it looks like there's like 2 games where he's played 25 minutes or more and just fell short of that 26.5. Against Cleveland, a little bit tougher matchup there. And then against Toronto, he fell 0.3 short. Other than that, he's getting it. Let's look over the last 15 games against centers. Kings are allowing the second most to centers, and they're allowing the 4th most blocks to centers over the last 15 games. I wish he was a good rebounder because, man, they're giving up 2nd most rebounds to centers. The Kings are, but he's just not rebounding like at all. Like 8 rebound chances as a center is crazy. Like most centers average like 15 rebound chances or more, and he has like some games where he has 8 rebound chances. And the games that he does have 15 or more rebound chances, he's still not converting at a high rate on those rebounds. If he can pick up his rebounds a little bit more, man, if he can get us at least 5 and do his usual thing with the blocks and get like 2 or 3, I feel like it's doable. Another thing is that, he doesn't, his assists are all over the place, but I'm pretty sure the Kings, they give up the assists too, the centers as well, so. Yeah, top 5 on the season. Assistant centers. I mean, they're just giving it up to centers, guys. I mean, over the last 30 games, pretty much this season, 3rd most fantasy to center position. And now with the rookie getting more minutes at the center position for the Kings, Maximum, like he seems to be active and he likes to do those little floaters, hook shots. Like Huff would eat those up with blocks too. So. I get down to do it. Does Underdog have a fancy line for him? Nope. They don't have his block prop either. Because, I just had it up. PrizePicks? 1.5. I don't like playing stock props individually. If I'm interested in stocks, I usually just go for the fantasy, especially in this matchup where the Kings give up pretty much everything to the center position. So I rolled the fantasy line. Just need him to play normal 25 minutes. It's Isaiah Jackson. I doubt he has a fantasy line being a backup. Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah, I'll write that down. I think it's worth a shot, man. It's not on Underdog.
Ayo's here.
What about you?
Hey, you got Max? You got Big Max in the Degens Central? I see. How's he doing?
I do. I was thinking about it, man, but I'm a little scared recently how everything's being funneled to the backcourt versus the Pacers. Maybe that's just a weird thing over the last week, but. He's been basically Eubanks is getting phased out. How bad Eubanks is. So last 4 games.
This dude is gonna be a starter
until Sabonis gets back. I don't think he probably still won't start. I mean, Eubanks has been starting, but Eubanks has only been playing like.
Did you watch him last year at all?
No, I did not.
You know he's from your school, right?
He's just from Stanford.
Mm-hmm.
He looks pretty average, I must say. We looked at the highlights while you were gone.
Yeah, I mean he's a regular big white dude. He could shoot a little better than the normal ogres though. He could shoot threes and stuff sometimes.
Yeah, essentially. He
definitely has some offense. He's not just there for defense, I guess. I'm sure you already can tell with the numbers, but. I just remember him doing taking over games. He was definitely their guy. He can shoot. He can pass. He's decent. I didn't know he'd be a starter in the NBA. Well, I know because Sabonis is out, but still, I mean that's pretty cool. Good for him.
Yeah, I mean he's technically not started. Hasn't been starting, but he's been playing the most minutes at the 5. Oh, he started last game, so it looks like he made his first start last game against the Heat.
Ooh, that's a big deal. Sir Lots of those here too.
What's up, Sir Lots of? What's up, AO? Too legit.
Too legit. Big 2, Big Sophie, whatever you want to call him. He got all kinds of AKAs.
What's up, guys? Yes, sir. I feel like you were just like scraping at the barrel with him, but I mean, on paper, it makes sense. I would say both these teams get destroyed inside. And everything funnels inside versus these teams. But the Pacers lately, though, over the last week or so, like, primary scoring guards have been just torching them. 43 points by Donovan Mitchell, 52 by Jamal Murray, and then someone else had a big game versus them. So it could just be coincidence, like, those guys caught fire recently, but or maybe it's a trend where the Pacers are just trying to shut down everything inside now and getting burned on the outside by the guards. Jokic had an average game. Mobley, very average game. Vooch had 8 points. Vooch had 8. Jokic 24. Mobley 13. Vooch had 16 first meeting. And then I don't know what happened in the Toronto game. I didn't look at that. I don't remember. So yeah, they're not. At least last handful of games have not been giving it up inside to the bigs, but on the season they have been. So something to keep in mind. He is a rookie, so it's always risky taking a rookie any day, no matter how good a matchup is. But I will say, being a rookie, they say one of the hardest things for a rookie center to adjust to in the NBA is defense, on the switching and just assignment and roles on defensively. Scoring just comes natural. The rookie, they can get it done as a center, but it's the defensive side, and I'm sure that's why centers are putting up even more points lately with him on the court. So I think Huff or Isaiah Jackson could have a solid game here. Probably, yeah, I can see Huff. I think Huff's fantasy more and more. If you want to play line for me, you have access to PrizePicks. I think the fantasy would be the way to go instead of just his points, because you get access to his blocks here, so as well. It's just, yeah, the RA is just not it for Huff. That's the only problem. It's the only issue. Okay. But let me know if you guys have anything else to this game. It on this very small slate, it feels like the best game for overs. Like I said, because the defense is in the top 10 pace from both teams. But a lot of these guys are gross clicks for overs, in my opinion. And we got to wait on the Keegan Murray news, wait on the Schroeder news. On the King side, Pacers are full go. But yeah, Siakam, Mathurin, definitely in good spots here. You just got to choose between the two. And then, like I said, secondary would be Huff, and then Isaiah Jackson, alt points. Nimbard is a good assist spot here, but I think his line is appropriate, 6.5 with heavy juice on the over. And I don't know if that juice is worth the squeeze, because he's been right on the line. But yeah, Kings bottom defense for most assists allowed, and we know Nimbard will dime. So I don't know. Might be another alt candidate down to 5.5 since he lands on 6 a lot. And if you're already going to eat the juice at 6.5, might as well throw the 5.5 in a parlay if you like it. And that's all I got for this game, guys. That's all I got. Suns, T-Wolves, we just went over this. If you missed the start of the stream, Ant-Man is sick, midday downgrade, along with Terrence Shannon. They both have the same illness. It's going around the team, they said. Ant missed shoot-arounds this morning, too. So definitely trending in the wrong direction. Anytime you get a midday downgrade, and especially if you miss shoot-around, usually means you're not going to play. So let's take them off the court, and we can go through and look at the guys that let's take them out the game. Look at the guys who take the biggest bump. Julius, he's got his 23.5 points in 3 of the 4 games. Nets only had 19, which is kind of weird. Really good matchup for him. Naz Reid, maybe it's because Naz shot a lot and was productive. Naz had 21 against the Nets that game. He got his points 3 of the 4. Bad game against the Lakers, 5 points, 2 of 10. Seems like whenever Ant's out, he's taking at least 10 shots minimum in all 4 of those games. So you like to see that. rebounding, assists stay the same. Jaden got his points all 3 games, cruised over the points in 3 of the 4, 25, 30, 22, and then he missed against Charlotte, only had 14. He is also taking at least 10 or more shots in these games. Some games he's getting up to almost 20. Rebounds are the same. His assists are kind of all split. It's weird. Like, he had assist so too. Maybe the points is, we talked about the PRA. I just like the PRA on Underdog for the value, right? It's 20.5 and 20, and it's 23.5 in other books, right? But his points on Underdog are the same at 15.5. So I just like the value, but just looking at it, I mean, really, it just looks like his shooting takes the biggest bump or increase with and out, but his points are the correct line at 15.5 on Underdog. So maybe on PrizePicks, I would do the fantasy or the points instead, not the 22.5 PRA, just based on the data that we looked at. But yeah, he's gotten the 23.5 PRA in all 4 games that Ant was out, for what that matters. And then steals. Didn't get any stocks versus Charlotte, which is kind of surprising, being Charlotte. A bunch of young players out there making mistakes. Yeah, I mean, and then head-to-head, let's look at Dante. It was an absolute disappointment against the Clippers, a good matchup. He's gotten his 14.5 points, 2 of the 4 games that Ant was out. Looks like his assists take a bump up, though. It's only 3.5. Only minus 132 on FanDuel. It's not bad. He's barely getting it, but his potentials aren't really that great, though. Like 6 to 8 potential. Wanted like 8 or more. But he got his 22.5 PRA. 3 of the 4. And then Pencilhead Gobert. Split. 50-50. His rebounds are split. He's all over the place. Keep all to him in. So that's it. That's the main guys, right? Let's look at the head-to-head matchup. Ant played in that game. Ant went off in that last meeting against the Suns. Or what do you have? No, it wasn't Ant. Who was it? Someone popped off, right? I thought someone did. I think it was just an average game. Average game. Oh, Ant had 41. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he had 41. Okay. It showed 20 at first. I don't know why. Yeah, he went off in that meeting. So everyone else kind of took a back seat. So gotta take this data with a grain of salt from that recent meeting. I mean, the Suns are like average at everything defensively. Every category, like every shot type, play type. They are a good transition defense. Main thing it looks like they struggle against is post up. Average against spot up. Average against pick and roll man. Average free throw attempts allowed. Yeah, very just average across the board. Not one particular thing to attack them with, really. Looks like, besides the post up, maybe. Yeah, look at that. Dante, 25 minutes, 5 points. Took him in this matchup against the Clippers because, the Clippers have been bleeding threes like more than anybody. Great spot for him. Barely shoots. Nas was the one. 5 of 8 from 3. I knew someone on the T-Wolves who could hit the 3 ball at a high clip would get there against the Clippers. Yeah. Doesn't really look like anyone. Looks like Julius and Jaden take the biggest, most consistent scoring bump with the handout. So I would say those two. I'll probably prioritize it Jaden because his line is fair at 15.5. And then if I'm speaking if Anna's out, I would prioritize Jaden's points, and then Julius. You can consider Nas. Is his outside shot falling? Is 3 ball falling or not? If it's not, he's gonna finish with less than 10 points. If it is, he's gonna soar over his line, right? But 15.5 feels high for Nas, but he's been getting there, man. So yeah, Jaden, Julius, Nas, and then I would go to Dante, but I'm not going to play Dante. That's how I prioritize it. Doesn't look like anyone really takes a. We looked into maybe Dante's assists, maybe. Since it's so low at 3.5. Let's see. Yeah, so these 4 games that Am was out, that's when he was consistently getting his assists. So it's still not that great in terms of potential assists, though. But I think I would just roll his assists more than anything. Okay, Sunside, we gotta wait because we don't know if the Villain's gonna play or not. Dylan Brooks, it's questionable. Let's check on the news report. Let's updated news report on him. This is questionable. Tweaked his ankle against the Rockets, and now he's in jeopardy of missing Monday's game. If Brooks needs to hit the sidelines, Ryan Dunn could return to the starting lineup, and Goodwin might see an uptick in minutes. So there you go. Pretty vague, unknown. Okay. That matters a lot, right? I mean, his usage rate has been off the charts with D-Book out. Yeah, since D-Book has been out, 38.8% usage rate and a 34% usage rate. That's so high, especially for a guy like him. It's funny, Grayson Allen, yeah, he's playing worse without D-Book. So, yeah, maybe, D-Book not drawing so many defenders on him and attention to make it harder on these spot-up shooter guys like Grayson. It makes sense, though. I mean, Grayson needs someone to get him open with spot-up shooting because he very rarely can create his own shot, man. I mean, I think he can do it. I've seen him do it, but he's not good at it. So, yeah, I mean, if the Villain's out, you got to choose between – you don't have to, but if you want a Suns player, choose between Grayson and Colin, the primary scorers, and Colin would be primary ball handler. In terms of like his scoring, though, it's not really great because T-Wolves are number 1 in spot up shooting defense, and that's all he does, right? Spot up 3-point shooting. But I tell you what, Fears soared over his point line in both back-to-back meetings versus T-Wolves. And all these guys got their points. Fox, Harper, Fears twice, Alvarado twice, Harden. And if Ant-Man's out, that hurts the defense even more, right? Besides Jay McDaniels, they're their best on-ball defenders, so maybe it's a little better for guys like Colin. I think it would help Colin if Bill and Brooks played because Then Jaden would probably be on Dylan. And then if Ant-Man's out, then you get Dante on Colin, like, or any other Minnesota Timberwolves backcourt guy, other than anyone not named Ant, would be good for Colin. But that 17 at point line is high, man. I mean, I feel like that's the line would be if Dylan was out. I feel like they already set the lines thinking that Dylan Brooks is going to be out because 18.5 for Grayson. That's a terrible matchup for Grayson, too. Like, all his points are coming from spot-up shooting, primarily. But I know if I take his under, he's going to come out and hit 7 threes, so probably not going to mess with him, man. Probably not going to mess with him. Mike, consider Colin, since he does run the pick and roll, and the T-Wolves are last against that. And if you just look at the point guards recently, all of them have been hitting their point lining against the T-Wolves, so not messing with Mark Williams. I mean, I guess if Dylan Brooks is out, Ryan Dunn would get more run, but how much more would his shot volume go up? Because he needs it to go up. I mean, he's taking 3 to 5 shots a game. He's literally just out there doing cardio on offense and then playing defense, getting back on defense. So he had 4 points. What did Mark dominated Mr. Gobert. The most overrated defender in the league, for sure. Reed 10 rebounds, no pressure, son? So you took Reed 2.5 threes and ran out 20 points earlier this morning? Nice. There you go. That ran out 20 points feels really good if Ant sits, for sure. Reed 10 rebounds? I mean, the Suns should put up a lot of bricks in this matchup, right? You know what I was thinking about, guys, for bringing that up? Like, it looks like it moved down a little bit. The total. I was thinking about taking a stab at the under now before the Ant news because I'm sure it's going to go down to like 220 after Ant rolled out. But if you get Ant rolled out and Dylan Brooks rolled out, like, bunch of bums out there. I mean, in my opinion, both those guys are bums too anyway, but even more so now. Under point total feels pretty good. We'll put that on here so I don't forget. Oh yeah, his rebounding. We looked; it was all over the place with Ant out, right? Five. Okay, this makes sense. I mean, Nuggets and Lakers are not a good mainly the Lakers are not a good rebound spot for centers. Like, the worst. He had 12 in the last meeting, 26 rebound chances. That's what you want to see. Yeah. Suns are top 7, though, in rebounding. Let's see what they're allowing to the centers over the last 15 games. Like 10th least rebounds to centers over the last 15. So over the last 7. They're average, like right in the middle, 15th to the number of rebounds allowed to centers. And then on the season, Yeah, it looks like anywhere from like 10 to 15 they've been sitting at on the season. Yeah, you got a good feel on that. No pressure. What's up, Ren? Ren, if you got any NFL plays, shoot it out, man, for tonight since we got a small NBA slate. Yeah, the only thing is like the Suns are pretty good at not allowing offensive rebounds, which Rudy gets a lot of his total rebounds from. It's an offensive glass. They're top 10, the Suns are, against offensive rebounding. All right, last game. Move along. Unless you guys got anything else for that game. Spurs, Pelicans. I think the Pelicans are all the same. I know Jalen Hurts, alt rush yards, Ren said. All right, there you go. Throw that into NBA parlay. I know if Jay Mame was here, he would say, hey, baby. All right, he says he's going to ride that till the wheels fall off. He just keeps getting there for his points and PR. I mean, yeah, only thing is, like, I think that's going to change. That could change today for the Pelicans is Herb Jones might be back, right? So that's not going to really affect much. I mean, it will affect some shot volume, but not too much. I feel like all these guys definitely live. Spurs bottom 5 against spot up shooting. It's good for Trey Murphy. Bottom 8 against catch and shoot. Bottom 2 and pull up. So yeah, I mean it's good for Sadiq and Trey. Only thing is, like, within 10 feet of the rim, the Spurs are top 2. See the last like 15 games. Let's see points allowed to shooting guard. Yeah, Spurs are like in the average. And they're giving up to small forward and wings too. Like top 10. Giving up most of points to point guard. Second most points allowed to point guards over the last 15 games. So Fears, if you want to roll with him, man. I'm not a fan of his, but he does stat pad at the end of games, and he'll stay out there in blowouts too. So that's always nice. You don't have to worry about the blowout, and he gets a lot of his scoring done in garbage time. Trust me, he's burned me on live unders by getting like one rebound or 1 point at the end, and meaningless buckets. So yeah, I think all three of those guys are live, man. Fears, Bay, and Murphy for the scoring. I was eyeing Alvarado's 1.5 turnovers and Bay 7.5 2-point attempts. Let's look at what is Spurs allowing 3-point attempt wise, field goal attempts. So they're not really allowing that many 3-point attempts. So that'd be good for the 2-point attempt. What are they allowing overall? Average for field goal attempts allowed. Okay. I feel you. He is, I will say, he is, besides the last game against the Nets, he was struggling from 3. 0-3, 0-5, and then went 2-5, so it makes sense to be attacking the basket more. He is getting to the free throw line, though, and that hurts field goal attempt because it doesn't count as a field goal attempt, a shooting foul. So just keep that in mind. At least the Spurs are like 5th in free throw attempts allowed. They're not allowing that many free throws. J-Man, there he is. Hey, J-Man, how much you got on Bay? And then he didn't play in that last. Oh, he played in the 2 meetings, right? But that was with everyone healthy. Yeah, that was with Zion playing. At least in that game, Zion didn't play in the next game. Pulled in either, so let's finish the same lineup in that November 8th game. Bay did not get there. Let's look at that. Let's look at that game. November 8th. Trey Murphy dropped 41. That's why Bay didn't get there. 22 shots. Fierce had 18. Is he something a little similar today, or we get the zigzag a little different? I don't know, man. I mean, I would say one of these three is getting there, right? If not, maybe 2 of the 3. We'll see. Just due to the usage and their shot volume. So I would just spread it out. If you can do multiple slips, if you're doing multiple parlays, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Because it's too hard to guess between the 3, in my opinion. But yeah, let's go to the Spurs side. Fox about to fry. Pelicans bad overall at everything, right? Defensively, young team, play no defense. 28 defensive rating, 3rd worst defense overall. Yeah, great spot for Fox. He dropped. This is his first game back, I believe, right? Let's see. Yeah, it was his first game back on the season. Dropped 24, 31 minutes. Good spot for him. He was coming in on the under, and I assume that's because Mr. Castle's back. But Castle played that game, did he? He dropped 16, 35 minutes. Castle played in that game. It's Fox still dropped 24. I just worry about blowout. But if you guys think it can stay close in the Smoothie King Arena in New Orleans, then just roll the full game points here. I mean, I'm pretty sure Fox is from New Orleans, isn't he? Or at least near the area. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. If I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, he's from New Orleans. Yeah. So you got the hometown narrative there. Was that November 8th game in New Orleans? It was not. So maybe that's why he didn't get his points. I can't bet Bay with Herb coming back. Laid off last game, had a better angle, MPJ, PR, and Fears under. There you go. Yeah, I took Fears under too, J-Main. That's all they focus on, is stopping that pick and roll, and they shut down point guards. Yeah, Fox. Maybe his first half even, but I don't know. So I got this feeling, guys. I don't know. I know it's probably player dependent, but if you just watch these guys that come back from being out extended period of time, they always come out hungry and aggressive and just chuck right off the rip. And then they always end up getting their point line in limited time. And then the next 2 games, they play like shit because they're probably sore and they're not used to playing that many games, being up to game speed and have their conditioning up, right? And they play like absolute shit the next 2 games. Saw with Brandon Miller. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Some other scoring athletic guys, and yeah, I just see it all the time. I think we see it here with Castle, man. He's been out since what, 16th, almost a month. I think he comes out aggressive. I think he comes out and tries to get his buckets. Probably still play make like he normally does, but I'm thinking about betting his first half points or first quarter points for that reason, man. I think they try to get him involved. It just seems like that's the case. And I know it's player and team dependent, but I just think they try to get him involved early and get his feet under him, his feet wet. Like, just a hunch, just a feeling. Let's look at the first quarter. In both those games, he dropped 6 and 7 points. Probably his best first quarter of the season, really, besides the Warriors game. There is a possibility, though, he comes out rusty, too. He still chucks, but goes like 1 of 5, 1 of 6 in the first quarter. It's definitely a possibility, but it is the Pelicans, and they will give it up. So giving up third most points near the rim in a restricted area. Almost half of Castle's points come near the rim. So great spot for him here. I'm going to take a stab at it. It's 4.5. Choose on the under in the books, but on PrizePicks you get at 3.5. And the multiplier is not that bad. So it's decent value. Let's see. For those that like first quarter quick sweats, 2.5, much better hit rate. Oh, they got rid of the 3.5. It's gone. Great. It was good value too. I looked at it. It was like 0.75 paired with something else. So it was like if you did a 2-pick, it was 2.75 instead of 3x. Well, that sucks. What is it on Underdog? Oh, you get 3.5, no multiplier. I like that better. Let's see what the 2.5 is at now. Two and a half is 2.25. I'd rather just play a 3.5 on Underdog. Okay. I get down with that. Just going off of my gut feel there. But, I mean, really, if you want to look at, like, matchup and on paper, like, all these guys, like we said, Fox, good spot. Although he's not much of a – like, the best way to attack the Pelicans is spot-up shooting. That's where they struggle the most. And he's not doing much spot-up catch and shoot. I mean, he's 12%, right? He's going to attack and shoot in the mid-range and near the rim, 10 feet. But your catch and shoot guys are like Vassell, which I can never trust, ever. But 53% of his shooting comes from catch and shoot. And the Pelicans are 29th, second to last. And they give him the 3-ball, bottom 4 and 3-point defense. So it's a good spot for Vassell, but he's a hard click for me, man. Always has been. And then another one, which is gross as hell, is Harrison Barnes. Right? 30% of his shooting is coming from the 3-ball. 50% is catch and shoot. But man, is he a gross click. Ultimate yo-yo. I can't do it head-to-head, and this just proves the yo-yo, right? 7 points first meeting, game goes overtime, only 7 points. Next meeting, only plays 28 minutes, and he puts up 15. Goes 3 or 5 from 3. Like, that's just typical Harrison. Probably not the best to bet on, being how much volatility there. And then Champagne, he's a spot-up shooter, right? Always 66% catch and shoot. With him, it's just the minutes. Are going to probably go down, I imagine, with Castle back. So it's not going to be playing those 30 to 35 minutes anymore. And then, yeah, Keldon, he's more of a slasher, attack the basket as well. So, yeah, I mean, you're catch and shoot guys, man. It's not Harper. It's not Castle. It's Vassell. And it's not Fox. It's Vassell and Barnes. So, two guys I don't like to click on. Red said, Keldon Johnson over Dunk. How you feel? It makes sense. The Pelicans, I think they're top 5. I thought about it, but I just worry about it. Top 8. I just worry about them. Like, how much does his minutes going to change? Let's look at his minutes when I know Castle's going to be on a minutes limit, but he's still going to eat into minutes. Let's look at his minutes with Castle playing. It varied, but it go from anywhere from 19 to 23 minutes. And he's been playing like 25 consistently, if not more. So, yeah, it probably loses like 5 minutes of playing time, I would say. maybe. Just makes me a little hesitant. Let's just look at those games real quick. What was it? November 8th was the last one, right? Yeah, he didn't make a dunk. He had one dunk. Wemby playing this game too. Wide open, bad defense. Wide open in the low block right there. But Wemby was drawn. Look how many defenders Wemby had looking at him right there. he had Trey Murphy right here on him. Oh no, it's Bryce McGowan? I can't tell. Three guys. Look at this. Everyone just focused on Wemby right here. And what was the other game? What was the other game? 24th. That's like one of the first games of the season. Dunk props, man. The ones I like, the hit rates it's crazy on it, man. I feel like I've only missed like a couple all season. Why isn't it loading the list? There it is. You got a dunk. You got a putback dunk. They counted that as a dunk? What? No shot. What? Because he didn't touch the rim, did he? Am I tripping? I didn't see the... Wait, hold up. These stat keepers this year, man. I tell you what. He didn't touch the rim.
He dunked it off the backboard.
That counts as a dunk?
Who knows?
That's a putback. That's a tip in my opinion.
It's one of those at your own opinion type thing. Not official stat.
No, look,
there.
you can see it bouncing off the backboard. That's a tip in.
For sure.
It's like a layup.
Yeah,
wow.
they just don't care, so they're just like whatever, blah 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 blah.
Wow, I feel bad for whoever had under dunk on him that game.
Oh, I feel bad for PrizePicks. Just kidding.
Layups, though.
I never feel bad for them. Fucking dickhead. You about to get us banned from YouTube? That's cool though.
Oh, he could have dunked that. He could have dunked that easily. I'd say 50-50, Ren. 50-50. 50-50 proposition. Was just thinking Barnes. Champ Benny? Yeah. It's the other one. His 3-point prop, right? But it's heavily juiced 1.5. Feels kind of gross. Speaking of that, since they allow so much catch and shoot, they also allow a ton of assists. But with Castle being back and being on limited minutes, it kind of muddies things up for the playmaking, in my opinion. Because it wouldn't feel good taking Castle at 5.5 on a minutes limit, even in this matchup. Yeah, Pelicans second most allowed, assists allowed, and then Fox, his ball handling and distribution is definitely going to be affected here. Put Castle back. And his playmaking was already all over the place with Castle out. So I would have been a good spot to go with the assist under or assist over. But it's too hard to call. We know Harper play makes at times too. So I feel like there's a lot of guys who can get it done with the playmaking. And Luke Cornett might be back. He's questionable. Not that really matters. I wouldn't play him even in a good matchup. Yeah, for me, man, I'm going to take a shot, like I said, on the Castle first quarter. I'm I'm hoping he comes out hungry, being out for almost a month. I see it a lot, and just comes out shooting. Just got to make his shots in that first quarter. And then I might alt his points down too, since he's going to be on a minutes limit. I might alt it down to, let's see. Let's see if I take it down to, feels about right. See, in this Nets game, played 30 minutes, 13 points. See him getting anywhere between 10 and 13 points, and if he plays like 28 to 30 minutes. This might open down to like 11 and a half or 10 and a half. 11 and a half. And then Fox, yeah. Yep. I think he's live for his scoring too. Just worry about the blowout. I worry about Castle eating up usage, especially early on in the game. So I was thinking about Fox first half, but then thinking about it more, I'm like, man, if Castle comes out aggressive and is taking all the shots early, especially in that first quarter stint, that first quarter is so important for first half because that's where you're going to play most of your minutes as a starters in that first quarter run. And if Castle's eating up shots, or you got Vassell and these spot-up shooters eating up all the shots because they're wide open, I might stay off the first half for Fox. But then it's like, if you play the full game, can the Pelicans hang? 9.5 point spread. What do you guys think? I don't know. What's up, Emerson? 3 games, short slate. Let's go. Yeah, yep. We just got done, Emerson. We just got done. This would be a game I might take the. You know what I might do? I might alt the point totals and do a little two-pick parlay altered point total. I'll do the think about the point total over in this game. Both these teams played. They put up a lot of points, but some of these games, Zion and Wemby were in the game. So, but if I take a over 228.5, and then I'm gonna do the Phoenix Suns and Timberwolves. If you alt that up to 232.5 and go under, and then do alt the Spurs game down and Pelicans down to 228 and go over, that gets you plus 100, at least on DK. It's not bad for a little 2-pick alt 2-leg. So I might run that. And I just hope Ant sits and Dylan Brooks sits, and that feels even better for that alt under total for the Suns, T-Wolves. And then Spurs, Pelicans, they should put up points here, man, like they have in the past. I mean, Spurs should get it done, scoring for sure. And the Pelicans, these guys still been putting out points even though they've been losing. So let me see what their team totals have looked like. Yeah, I mean, they're putting up, besides that Nets game, but they were on a back-to-back in that game, right? I'm pretty sure that was a back-to-back. No, but they played 3 games in 4 days, so a lot of games there. I wish I could alt team total, because I would just take Spurs team total alted down and go over on that. But most sites you can't do that, right, Unreal? Team total overs alt.
I don't know. I haven't really looked too many times besides when we do our super degen plays, you know, like other types of leagues, Australian and and euro and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's a norm, but I know
you can on DraftKings. You can.
Yeah, DraftKings lets you do a lot of different stuff with those lines, and they let you move them really far one way or the other. So it's pretty nice.
Yeah, but like minus 114.5 for the Spurs is minus 488. That doesn't feel good.
AO says, Degeneration X.
There you go. Yeah, but Emerson said I've been working, just seeing the stream. I'll catch up on Discord for the game today. Yeah, for sure, man. AO, Degen X, man. I like it. Anything else, guys?
Jeremiah, fear him.
Good spot for him again, man. Really, all three of these guys. But being back does, I agree with J-Main. Should eat in some minutes of Sadiq a little bit. I mean, probably doesn't play 34, 35 minutes anymore. He probably plays 29 to 30. And all those minutes can matter, man, because he's barely getting over his lines. He's getting it done consistently, but so many games where he's getting 18 points, like getting over 16 points by one bucket. There's rebounds. Spurs are like top 6 in rebounding. He had 3 rebounds and 2 rebounds against the Spurs earlier this season. Played 30 minutes in both games, so kind of what you expect today. 9, 10 points too. Maybe it's not a Sadiq. This is the game he goes under, Steve. The first time. Wait on the Herb news though. But I assume with him being upgraded to questionable because he's always been ruled out early on, I assume he's making his return today. Check the news one last time and we'll get out of here. Derek Queen leads all rookies with 87 total assists this season.
Wow.
A big man has never led the rookie class in total assists in the play-by-play era. They want you to take the over 3.5 assists for Queen, unrated.
Fuck them. That means I don't. Emerson said, did you talk about Queen, actually? Cornet is questionable.
I did not. He's kind of just been dead to me because of the coach and his rotations. I can't figure it out. His minutes are all over the place. Like, literally all over the place. I can't. And there's no pattern. There's no rhyme or reason. Even with Misi in, out, doesn't matter. It's just like... maybe it's just performance-based, and if Queen is, like, turning it over or not playing well, he just... Coach gets mad at him and tries to use it as a learning lesson and benches him. I don't know. I can't figure it out. So with that volatility in minutes, I just stay away from him as of right now. He played well in the November 8th meeting in 25 minutes. I mean, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists.
Derek Queen, we love you.
Yeah, it's just up to 4.5. Juice on the under everywhere.
We just need those minutes. Oh, I hate when it comes down to that a lot of the time. Just betting on minutes.
You are. And if you can have a good minute projection system and like you really nail it down for teams, like it's hard to do for every team, but because you have to really like study the team and know who subs in for who, and when someone's out, what happens, and then based on blowout, spread, like project the minutes. It can really help you nail down some of these props for sure, man. Especially like props like fantasy score and stuff like that. But yeah, I think we covered everything over in detail, man. Still waiting on some injury news, so I'll update stuff in the Discord once we get that news, and play some NFL too. Got underrated tackle prop. Ren said, shouted out Jalen Hurts alt rush yards. You wanted that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which line. There's like 3 of them.
I think Dean, for some reason, went the other way on Underdog, so it's even value, and it's also on PrizePicks now too. So even better. Whoever's betting the other way is mentally ill. That's cool. I like that.
Let him.
Yeah. Thank you. I mean, it's not a lock now, but it's a good play.
I'm gonna play it with. Oh, that's right. Castle. They don't have his 3.5 anymore. Okay.
They're smart on PrizePicks. They don't let you alt the tackles. That'd be too easy. They know what they're doing.
There we go. Play that. Feels pretty good, man. 2.6x.
There you go.
I hope you don't want to do Jalen Hurts rush yards, since I don't know what he said, what he wanted. That's 2.2.
I think he might have put it in the chat. Let's see. Oh, it just says alt rush yards.
Yeah, but he has like 4 different alt lines. I might take a step at that and hope Ant's out, and
nice.
Even if Ant plays, he still got that line with Ant playing against the Suns last time. So
is there a DZ soccer fave at the moment or no? Probably not, huh?
I didn't look.
I usually see them, and they're not much time to go when we get them. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay.
Yeah, I'll find some good stuff. Find a good pair to go with. Definitely feels like an alt day with a lot of these guys not being comfortable clicks. Because a lot of these teams I don't like betting on at all. What did I say, 10.5? Oh, they don't have 10.5? That's what I wanted, was a 10.5. Okay. 11.5 special then. 3x, there we go. I think Castle's going to come out hungry. So I'm hoping. Futon bets. Westbrook under 6.5 assists. I took this under 7.5 earlier today, but I like even more so shorter plays too. Yeah, Futon bets. I talked about that. All 24.5. Friends said. Okay, there you go. I liked it better.
Okay, cool.
What did I say? We talked about it earlier on the stream. And I liked it because the Pacers just aren't giving up assists. I'm looking for. There we go. 4.5x. All right, I can roll with that for now. Before news drops. Yeah. Is he down to 6.5 now though? In all the books? Some books are starting to. So much juice coming in on the 7.5 under. They're starting to switch it to 6.5. Yeah, you get plus money on the 6.5. I was thinking about his PRA under, to be honest, at 27.5, especially a shorter plays. But relying on the Pacers defense scares me a lot. So I don't know. Especially if he goes try hard Westbrook mode. Right, he had a funny pass. I know this might get us. I gotta show this. This might get us kicked off, but I gotta show it.
Uh-oh.
I found this while I was doing some game film watching. Tell me what this is, chat. What the fuck is this? What is Westbrook doing here? No way this was designed.
It's a 3-point Sacramento.
We couldn't see it.
You can't see it?
No. We just heard it.
Oh, okay. Wait. All right, you got it now?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What the hell?
Dude,
What kind of pass was that?
he's like playing
Actually,
pool. He's like,
it
all right,
worked.
I'm gonna hit
It
I'm gonna
worked.
hit the left corner and get it to DeRozan here.
No, actually, that was Harlem Globetrotters type stuff. Huh. Fuck yeah.
Oh, that
And then
just
a nice
sums
little
up
pass.
Westbrook and King.
Wow.
The T, man. It just sums them
Not
up.
bad. Not bad.
Like how bad they are.
If he meant to do that, he called glass. Dope.
Hell yeah.
Oh wow. They
You
practiced.
see
that, I
Maxim
bet.
there? Maxim got the dunk there.
Oh yeah, your homie. Stanford, baby.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else, guys? Last 4 games is unders. That's it. Yeah, I got them all at 6.5 for plus 106.
Big Max.
We're
They
talking
call
about
him.
Westbrook. Westbrook, his assist. No, I thought. Are you talking his assist or PRA? His assists, yeah. He has some good matchup. The Heat was a good assist matchup. Jazz, really good assist matchup. Memphis too. Rockets, not so much, but Maxim had a really good game, and we looked at it, and over half of his assists, 5 of his 9 assists were to Maxim, so that's why you got it there. But yeah, the PRA, Jazz, good matchup, you got it. Suns, average, still got there. I don't know. He seems just too Westbrook volatile right now on this Kings team. So maybe I just leave him alone for the PRA under. The assist makes sense though. Although if he keeps feeding Maxim and Maxim has another good game, will make it sweaty. But I get it, man. You're getting plus money at 6.5, and a lot of these point guards are just not getting. A lot of these point guards who traditionally have good assist games. You look through the log, they're landing like right on 6. Giddey had 6 in the last meeting on the 5th of December, and Giddey had 7 the meeting before that. Jamal Murray 4, Donovan Mitchell 6 because they went off. Quickly 6, Cade 6. It's like a common number versus the Pacers, man. 6 assists, 6 to 7, right? So you gotta hope he lands on that 6 and not the 7. Yep. Totally makes sense. So I mean, hey, Schroeder comes back and plays, even if it's a little bit today. It's a little bit more playmaking, less playmaking for Westy, or maybe even a little bit less minutes, too, because they were staggering their minutes as well. Or Christie was, Doug Christie. Yeah, I wouldn't double dip one player person as my golden rule. Yeah, for sure. I'm with you. All right, big news. Yeah, let's wait on the end. Let's hope he sits, man. Take a stab on Jaden, and might take a stab on Julius too, and hope that he sits. We'll see. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the Suns yet. I mean, Mark Williams. At plus money for over 12.5 points. He cooked Gobert earlier this season. Or, no, like 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. If you want a little plus money there. Wait on the villain news, though. All right, tomorrow is a small slate too, because we got the Cup games. Is the Cup games tomorrow or Wednesday? They start tomorrow, quarterfinals. So we're gonna have these small slates because of the Cup, which sucks. We need these juice lines because they think they care about it. Play more minutes. We'll see. It's almost like playing like a playoff game line. And then Thursday we're back to 4. Okay. Yeah, we still try to stream Tuesday. Might be a short. I mean, it's gonna be a short stream mostly, but yeah, we'll still try to do it. All right, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow, and then yeah, Euro's not back till Thursday. Go over some plays, I guess. We try to stream early on Thursday. It's a late start time for the NBA too.
Let's do it.
And then Wednesday or Tuesday night, there's one Aussie game, so maybe we can look into that on tomorrow too. But yeah, Euro's fully back on Thursday and Friday, so we'll try to get some the early 10 a.m. streams in on Thursday and Friday. Just depending on the schedule, man. You know how things go. But that's what we're tentatively planning for. Hopefully we get some good Euro matchups. I haven't looked into it, but yeah, it's been good. Euro's been awesome. Except PrizePicks took it away last week. Let's see if they bring it back. They took away Aussie and Euro.
They're going to bring it back. Their guy was just on vacation, probably.
That's true. I hope so. All right, and you got anything else, man? Any other NFL or?
I threw a 3-pick. I threw a 3-pick underdog in the Discord, but you got to be in the Discord to get that.
Check it out.
Yep.
Okay. Check it out. Is it one for like if you have a boost play?
Either or really, because 2 of them are overs, and you can get them anywhere. So the value is pretty nice. But yeah, I mean the boost makes it extra nice.
Okay. Look at that, guys. The bump happened finally.
Oh, yeah.
Jaden said 22.5, so
2-point bumper. 2 PRA bumper, I should say.
yeah. There's a little bit decent value, somewhat. 2 PRA difference. But yeah. Alright, guys. I will catch you tomorrow then. Underrated?
All right, man. Later, guys.
Later.